Welcome to the Bamgboshe Happy Hour. I am Peju Bamgboshe Rothlisberger.
Hi everyone, and I'm Naomi Bamgboshe.
And this is the Bamgboshe Happy Hour film and TV edition. How are you, Ma? What's up?
Oh, great on this glorious spring day. I'm feeling fabulous, sweetie. How are you?
Oh, I'm feeling very good. I think that we skipped spring and went to summer, but, beautiful weather.
All
beautiful.
good.
Yes.
All good. I'm for it, 100%.
We do have to start the show off with a little bit of an R.I.P. toast to George Foreman.
Oh, yeah. One of our boxing heroes. Let's lift our glasses. Rest in peace and love to George Foreman. And our condolences go out to his family. Salud.
Salud. Okay, so let's move on to, we like to get things started off with a little bit of sports since we were talking about George Foreman, the late great George Foreman. Robert Griffin III has faced some backlash for his comments about Jackie Robinson and the intersection of sports and politics. His initial tweet suggested that sports shows should focus on sports, not politics. And he kind of went in on our girl, Mina Kimes, who took her time during a sports show, a segment, to talk about Jackie Robinson and to honor him and to talk about how upset she was, with everything, the controversy surrounding, Jackie Robinson and him taking down stuff because of the removal of his official records, and then they, since have replaced it. But Robert Griffin III faced a lot of backlash from this, Ma. What are your thoughts on it? He had to come back and apologize because people were coming for him.
In this instance, I'm going to say RG3 I felt was inappropriate, okay? AKA wrong, okay? I generally don't like to say somebody is wrong when it comes to these kinds of things. Usually it's just a matter, it's very subjective and so forth. In this case, I'm going to say he was clearly wrong. There is an intersection of politics, sports, ethnicity, and on when you talk about Jackie Robinson, okay? He was an icon. He was a trailblazer. He was an African-American man. He was excellent in his field. He was all of those things. And in this instance, RG3, I think, was wrong. I think it was absolutely appropriate for there to be discussion surrounding his accomplishments, surrounding the political climate that we're in, and so on and so forth. So RG3, I think you need to stand in your wrongness and apologize. And I'm hoping that he's fully aware of his wrongness.
Oh, yeah, I hope so, too. RG3, to me, has been on the wrong side of a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm. This is another instance.
Just another instance.
Yeah.
He no longer works for ESPN. Remember, he used to work for ESPN.
Yeah.
And I remember Rob Parker got fired because
called him corn-fed.
Corn-fed, cornball,
yeah,
all those
cornball,
things.
corn-fed, yes.
And so, interesting. Rob Parker's looking like a genius right now.
Yeah. Well, I didn't disagree with Rob Parker.
He just shouldn't
when he said it.
Yeah,
it was just that, they just didn't.
Like
they just frowned upon the fact that he said it.
And
right.
It just made no sense from RG3. Like, clearly, this was politics and sports intersected completely with this. And even if they don't, people have the right to voice their opinion,
discuss what they want to.
Right.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, also moving on, there has been some leaked audio that resurfaced featuring a conversation with an ESPN producer, reportedly, who critiqued StephenASmith's on-air persona, calling him the angry black man stereotype, describing this as, him being loud and provocative, rather than actually having substance to what he says. It says that he doesn't really know, Stephen A, is talking more about politics and doesn't really have a full grasp of the political landscape. But he has been hired to cause controversy. That's his job, and to make people pay attention to whatever is going on. That's just kind of his whole thing. What are your thoughts about this? Do you agree with this? Now, this is allegedly, that the person said this. We don't know for sure. If
You're not, you saying the
play.
person. Do we know the person?
They're saying it's a producer, ESPN producer.
Okay. I don't know if that's relevant to, the whole thing. Who said it? Well, I take that back. Sometimes it is very relevant. I'm going to say some I agree with and some I don't. I don't agree with there's never substance to what he says, because sometimes there is a lot of substance to what he says. I don't necessarily agree with his views on many things.
Right.
And I do believe he is there as a provocateur. I think he's there to stir things up. I don't necessarily feel he's genuinely so angry. I think that's his personality. I think he talks loud. I think he's animated. I think he's excited. I think he is equivalent to a belter, a singer that sings real loud. That's what they do, and I think that's what he is to sports. I think he is loud. I think he's attention seeking and attention getting for the network.
Yeah, and they wouldn't pay him the dollar bills if he wasn't.
And I think there is a lot of substance to what he says. There's not necessarily substance to his opinions,
right? But
the topics that he brings up and the things that are going on are very significant, very substantial. Yeah. So, like I said, I'm often not in agreement with him, but I think there's a place for him, and that's why he's there.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you on that. A lot of times I don't agree with what Stephen A. says. Recently I haven't been agreeing with a lot of things that he says. Yeah. However, I think that he does a good job at what he does, and he knows what he's doing, and he brings ratings to the show, to the network. Absolutely. I will say even Stephen A. Was very upset with the whole Jackie Robinson stuff, and talked about DEI and all this other stuff, and he was upset about just kind of how the administration is trying to erase the whole equity and inclusion, which is what it is. Right. But anyway, I'm in agreement with you, Ma. I don't have anything else to add to that. Speaking of Stephen A., Bronny James actually had a very, very good performance. I guess it was.
You mean athletically?
Athletic, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So he had a personal best. He scored 17 points
in
the game against the Milwaukee Bucks. He was almost out of 7 for 10 shooting, adding 5 assists and 3 rebounds. Okay, and so the Lakers have been depleted as far as their players. Luka did not play. We know LeBron has been out. Austin Reeves.
Why didn't Luka play?
Luka was injured.
Oh, okay.
Jared Vanderbilt. So there was a lot of people who were injured.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm saying Jared Vanderbilt. Jared Vanderbilt is on the Bucks, but there's been several players who were absent from the Lakers.
Okay, listen.
Luka,
I'm a little bit.
LeBron and Austin Reeves.
Okay, I'm a little bit confused. You're talking about Bronny's performance. Bronny played where?
He played.
He did play for the team.
He played for the team. Yes,
because I know he's G League, so I get.
Well, he goes back and forth.
Right, that's what I was.
And so he
played that night for the Lakers,
and he had to step up because the Lakers.
Okay. Now I was assuming that, but you didn't
specifically
say that.
They lost the game, but he played well.
Got it. Okay. Got the whole tie-in. Okay.
And March Madness is going on now. I'm sure there'll be some more updates by the time you hear this podcast. Okay. Number 2 St. John's has been eliminated by number 2 so far. I think that's the major upset. I'll keep you posted on that.
Alrighty.
Moving on to the NFL, Aaron Rodgers recently concluded a 6-hour meeting with the Pittsburgh Steelers where discussions focused on, the team fit rather than contract specifics. And a proposal was already on the table, but they walked away without a contract. So I don't know.
They each walked away.
Okay. But there's still interest, we know, from the Steelers in Aaron Rodgers. Now, Jameis Winston has signed a contract, a small contract, $8 million, but potentially increasing to $16 million with performance incentives. And I don't know. I think because
signed a contract with
the Giants, so
okay.
I think that might put the kibosh on Aaron Rodgers going to the Giants.
Okay.
But you know, Jameis Winston, he throws as many touchdowns as interceptions. So
right.
Who knows?
Okay.
So that also eliminates Russell Wilson from the Giants. Russell Wilson still is a free agent, and still need a quarterback in Cleveland, and they still need one in Tennessee, and we have not locked in the Steelers yet.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens. But those quarterbacks.
Good luck, guys. Good luck to all parties involved.
Do not have a team,
especially you, Russ. Especially good luck.
Yeah, I don't care about Aaron Rodgers too much.
Well, I think Russ is just a good guy. Mm-hmm. I think he's just a more decent person.
So we'll see. But the Steelers are really pursuing Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, I don't know why. I'm still scratching my head about that one. I don't see all that. I don't know what they think they're going to get. Leadership, skills, all those things have been eroded.
Well, they don't need leadership.
Well, I understand that, but I'm saying,
but
what is it that they do? What is it that they do need that they think they're going to get from him? What is it that he's displayed in the recent years?
No, I
Nothing.
Agree. I agree. The only thing with the Steelers is that they don't necessarily need leadership because they have a really good coach who, is like the.
All right,
Steelers,
so let's eliminate that.
So
I've eliminated that. So now what? Skills? Has he shown that lately?
No, but I don't know what the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to do at this point because they need a quarterback and they don't have a quarterback. So. They let Justin Fields go.
Right.
And they don't seem to want to bring Russell Wilson back.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know.
All right, let's keep moving.
Okay. So that is really all for sports today.
Okay.
So that is my brief update.
Okay.
A couple things, Quinta Brunson, as we know, has filed for divorce after 3 years of marriage to her husband, Kevin J.
Only 3 years?
3 years. Kevin J. And yes, they married on October, they married on October 2021. So it's going into 4 years, but anyway. But they had filed the paperwork, they had been separated so it's been 3 years. They've been separated for a minute.
Okay. Well, Quinta seems like she's shooting for other things.
The couple does have a post-nuptial agreement.
Good.
So regarding the division of their property,
Good.
And both have agreed to cover their own legal fees. So they seem to be at least amicable.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Good luck.
And
good
there's
luck.
no children, so.
Yeah. So good luck to both of them, please. Right. Yeah. Okay. Next, move it on.
And you also heard the news which was very silly. It's not silly, but it was no news to me. But Tamar, went on her Instagram live saying how she's taking HIV drugs because she is single and out there in the streets, single in Atlanta dating.
Tamar, I had a suspicion that you was for the streets all along. I had a suspicion.
So
now you've confirmed it.
I don't know.
Go on about your business, Tamar.
It's good to protect yourself, so that part is good. But I don't know, Tamar. Go sit down. Go sing. Why doesn't she sing?
Yeah.
Why? I think that Tamar has a really nice voice. I really would rather hear her sing.
We'll leave it to the medical healthcare experts as far as medical advice, okay? And I know you aren't trying to give moral advice, okay? Go on, like you said, you in the streets. A lot of people not in the streets, okay? Okay.
Moving on, let's get into some film and TV. Oh, Mom, we did not see Single Black Female.
Oh, we have to watch it.
Watch that.
Okay, we'll talk about that next time. Okay.
Duplicity by Tyler Perry, starring Kat Graham, Tyler Lepley, Megan Tandy, and Ron Rico Lee. Now, Kat Graham is a high-powered attorney, and she's facing the most personal case yet when she's tasked with uncovering the truth behind the shooting death of her best friend's husband. So things kind of get dicey there when, she has to defend, or I guess defend her, not defend, right? Uncover the truth behind everything.
Yes.
I guess I will say that.
Yes.
All right. There's a lot of a portrayal. There's a lot of deception, and there's a lot of drama. So, what are your thoughts on Duplicity?
I'm going to say that it was one of Tyler Perry's better vehicles. Okay? One of Tyler Perry's better vehicles, because he's in a class by himself. His only competition is his other work, is Tyler Perry. Okay? I thought the cast was very attractive, handsome, and beautiful. Ladies look great. Fellas look great. Oh, the houses, the homes, the atmospheres were great. Fashion was great. Everything was great. A plus for all those things. The script was around C plus. I'm giving it a little bit above average. I'm giving it C plus.
Ma, you know we have our own rating system.
Okay, so wait a minute, and that translates into, I know that.
Okay.
That translates into a low premium. Okay? That's about a low premium. What number we want to give it? 6?
Okay, 6.
Something like that. I did not fall asleep on it. I did like it enough to continue to watch it. And I know it's not a steady progression because all sorts of things happen. But I'm going to say I think it's an improvement over many that I've seen from Tyler Perry.
Okay.
Whom I love, guys. Whom I love. Okay.
Well, I will say I'm in agreement that it's definitely not one of the worst Tyler Perry films. And I am a fan of Tyler Perry, as you know, we've said before on numerous occasions, as a producer and as a businessman, as a mogul. I like the cast. I thought they, did a decent job. There was some inconsistencies there, of course, but there, everyone looked nice. I'm gonna go with a low premium as well. I'm not gonna go hooch because it wasn't hooch. I'm gonna go though with a 5 premium.
Okay.
All right. So definitely watch Duplicity. All right, moving on. Power Book 3, Raising Kanan. Okay, so we are now 3 episodes in with Raising Kanan, and honestly, I didn't even know when Raising Kanan came back on because I felt it wasn't well publicized because we always, enjoy the show. I felt like they didn't really do a good job of letting everybody know when the show was returned from, hiatus. So that kind of was an issue for me. But there's a lot going on this season. First of all, I love Rock. Rock is my girl. Bettina Miller, I think, is a phenomenal actress. So always preface everything by saying that. And this normally is my favorite series out of the Power Book, at least what's going on now. But I'm not really feeling the way things are going so far this season. Unique, I don't like what's going on with Unique. I'm glad to see Unique back, but I don't like the way his character, the trajectory that his character is on. He clearly is suffering from some mental challenges after being beat almost to death in the head. He didn't get the proper medical attention that he needed to rehab. He's out on a vengeance, trying to kill everyone and killing several innocent people. He's not thinking things through. He hasn't tried to contact Rock and see what was really going on. He's just killing people.
They just have him like just a maniac with a gun.
Yeah, he's worried about his finances. I'm sure that they would hit him off with something if they knew he was alive.
Well, he's not even being rational anymore. It's just, they just have him. He's replaced his brother's character.
Ronnie,
yeah, he's just as crazy as Ronnie. Just that he has a history prior history, so we know that he has not always been that way.
Right.
But they have reintroduced him as almost a replacement for his brother's character, and he was a despicable character. He was a character we all despise. Nobody wanted to see Unique come back like that.
No.
And it's not a sustainable role. You know he's going to either be killed or go to jail or whatever. You know he's not going to, continue on the show. He can't continue on the show in that particular character,
right,
in that particular role. He cannot, So I'm not happy with that at all. The best thing that I want to say about this whole episode, the most recent episode, is the very end where they play Bill Withers' Grandma's Hands. And I know that seems a little bit, silly, but no. But it was really good because the matriarch is in last stages. She's, not doing well. The family has all gathered. And it brought back a touch of humanity to otherwise has been nothing but a bunch of just murdering, just going around. And Marvin is killing people for no reason, needlessly, just going around being a machine, just like a robot that kills. I can't stand that. I can't stand that being used by Tony Danza's role character, whatever, and he's going for it. Well,
I was just breaking it down.
Okay, so from my perspective, I like the introduction at the end of the thing about the warmth and the family in the song Grandma's Hands. And I think that's why they did it, because the show has been so savage and so inhumane. So I think that's why they did it.
Okay, I mean, I totally get what you're saying. I was just just like briefly what happened with Unique. He killed Richard, and I guess Richard and his wife, who worked at the restaurant, who were all part of Rock and Marvin's operation, and he just killed him. He didn't have to do that.
He didn't have to kill the lawyer.
He was the lawyer, yeah. I forgot.
He didn't have to kill the guy who was running the numbers joint in the bar that he just got. Unique didn't kill him. That's right. That was it was just more killing. Senseless killing. Yeah.
Speaking, like you said, of Marvin,
he didn't have to kill the lawyer. He did kill the lawyer.
He did not have to kill the lawyer. Speaking of Marvin, we know Marvin is investigating the death of Richard and I guess Richard and Sonny, and he became suspicious of his nephew and was going to go try and kill the nephew, but he realized that the nephew didn't do it. Marvin, I like Marvin, but it doesn't really make sense the way they do his character, because one minute he's just like a vicious, cold-blooded killer, and then the next thing he's worried and concerned about this little girl who I guess that was the drug addict, right? The drug addict's friend's daughter that went into I think that was adopted, that went into the system.
I guess
as an
so.
orphan, and
I guess so.
He went to go see her, and he really cared about her. But I'm like, it just doesn't make sense the way they have you, Marvin, and just killing innocent.
I don't like it. People. Just gratuitous murders.
Yeah.
Just all over the place. I mean, come on, give us some more. We want more human interest stuff. We want more human interaction.
Yeah.
Sprinkled with a little violence or something just for excitement. But, not just bam, everybody you see. Just after a while, it just doesn't even make sense. It's not entertaining. It's pure barbarism, and I don't like that.
And then you were going to say something about Jukebox Ma and that whole situation, which was kind of silly at first when she just decided she was just going to leave the army. She was just like, I'm out. But they cleaned the story up a little bit when she just admitted that she's gay.
And which was fine, which is what should have happened. And I didn't like Marvin's his participation with that, because that's his child and he loves her, and he's supposed to tell her to do things that's going to get her out of trouble, not support her or uphold her in things that's going to cause her more problems.
Right.
You know, her life is supposed to be, he's supposed to be supporting her in things that's going to make her life better.
Right.
Not running away. He should have told her, look, I'll go with you and we go down and let these people know this is what's going on.
Right.
He should have supported her in telling the truth that she's lesbian. This is it. So if you'll, you know, have a issue with that, I'm out. You know, and then that's it.
Right.
You know, I don't think she was going to go to jail or anything. You know, I don't think it was that severe at that point.
Right.
You know, and because it's their policy that prompted her. She wasn't making it up. It was really true. You
Right.
know, and he should have supported her that way, not supporting her and, yeah, she left, yeah, good. You know,
Right.
no. You know, because she's supposed to have a better life than him, not going down his path.
Right.
You know, so I didn't like that part. I did not like that either.
Yeah, and then when it comes to Lulu, you know, he's gotten himself, you know, much better, and Rock is supporting him,
right?
You know, at his, you know, AA meetings,
absolutely,
and that's really good to see.
Because we don't want to see Lulu pick up that bottle again.
No,
oh man, we don't want to see that.
No, but I do not like his artist, B-Rilla. Is it B-Rilla?
Rilla. They just call him Rilla.
Okay.
I guess it's supposed to be, you know, the suffix for gorilla.
Yeah,
you know, it's just Rilla.
So I don't like his attitude. He has a stink attitude. He doesn't like his producer, you know. And then I don't like, you know, the race thing, you know, where he was saying something about the man because he's Jewish. And all this stuff.
You know, no,
ridiculous.
come on, look, this is about business, not about that nonsense that he was talking about. And then furthermore, they went and got you out of jail.
Right.
Man, please. You know, they went and got you out of jail. But it is true, knowing that they got him out of jail, where you going?
Right.
What are your resources? You
Right.
know, all those things should have been put in place and not just as assumed or presumed that all that was taken care of. If he had that stronger support system, they maybe wouldn't have had to get him out of jail.
Right.
You know, so that those ends should have been tied up, and they've got enough people in the music industry out of jail to have a system already in place. You know, you're gonna get this much for your housing, for this, for that, or whatever. You know, so you know, I understand that part. I don't think it would go down that way in the real world, but you know, but I did understand that he did need money. But his whole nasty attitude and this and that and whatever, you know, they're taking a chance on him too.
And then I think you know, you called it. They didn't show it in that episode, but it was kind of like predicting the future when the producer mentioned how he still leaves money in his home, large amounts of money, because he doesn't trust banks still to this day. If he gets robbed, then we'll know who did it.
Right.
So anyway,
and it's not bound to be Lou.
It's not right.
All right.
So you know, let's see what happens. It's still early in the season. You know, they can turn things around, but right now, it's not going the way I like to see it go.
No, me neither. I'm not happy with the storyline right now. Don't understand. The one I'm most concerned about and troubled about is Unique's character. And then the second one is Marvin's character.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, in order. And then the third one is Juke's character.
Yeah.
You know, though in that order. You know, Kanan, we know he's just going to go off the chain, period. We already know that. You know.
Yeah, Kanan is not likable anyway, so we already knew that.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, let's move on to a series, a limited series called Long Bright River, that is based on a novel. Now, it's a crime drama series set in Kingston, and it's a struggling opioid ravaged neighborhood in Philly. And it focuses on Mickey Fitzpatrick, who is a cop played by Amanda Seyfried, and she's investigating the murder of young women, many of whom are drug-addicted sex workers. And Mickey's own estranged sister is one of the victims, and so that's why she really becomes heavily invested in the case. And she has her own troubled past. So, what are your thoughts on Long Bright River?
Right. Mickey's own parents were drug addicted.
Correct.
So she's from that whole, she's from that whole, background and, and kind of traumatized lifestyle where she was raised by her grandfather. Her and her sister ended up being raised by the grandfather and so forth. And a sister, we find out at some point, was born drug addicted. And that just led to a whole series of problems, as she grew into adulthood, right?
Yeah.
So I thought, I don't know how much I'm supposed to tell or not tell or whatever, but I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was, 8 episode series?
8 episodes, yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was really pretty good. I thought I don't know his name, but her former partner and really good friend Truman. I thought he played a good role. I grew to really like him a lot. He's a sort of scruffy looking but attractive and very caring and macho too character. I was very connected to him by the end. Also liked her. She's a cop, and she has, of course, her co-workers are cops too, and one of them, the last name begins with a D. Dana something is the last name.
Okay, Truman is named Nicholas Pinnock.
Nicholas Pinnock was I thought he was really good. Also, I liked her. I think he was her boss. I think he was one of her superiors. Last name began with a D. Detective D something.
I don't.
Yeah, remember he befriended her and helped her.
Yeah.
I don't know the name. I thought these guys gave very good performances.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. The young boy played her son Thomas was good.
Good.
Yes. Well, a pretty good cast all the way around.
Joe Daru. I think
Joe Daru. Yeah.
Yes.
He was also very good. And and her sister was good too. I mean, she was a troubled character, but she played it well. Yeah. Her name was Casey. In the film and the series, and she played good too. I'm gonna say overall, I'm gonna give it a high premium. Okay. I'm giving it a high premium. I'm giving it 7. What do we call it? 7.5.
7.5.
I'm giving it a 7.5.
Yeah.
I'm giving it a 7.5. I was able to pretty much figure out who did what kind of early on.
Yeah.
So
he was not a nice person from
right.
the beginning, but
right.
Yeah, we don't want to get it.
So, but that doesn't necessarily detract from. I shouldn't use that as a barometer because it didn't detract from all the ups and downs and ins and out and connections you made along the way.
Yeah,
it was an interesting story.
There was a lot of
right.
Adventures, and there was just kind of a lot of revelations throughout.
Absolutely.
The series.
Yeah.
So I thought it was well done. I thought Amanda Seyfried, she has like a range. She plays a lot of different characters well, and I like that because this is the first time I saw her. She was very goofy in Mean Girls, and she was playing like a ditzy high school student. So I'm with you. I would give it like a 7 premium. Okay, moving on. We've only seen one episode, and it is called Dope Thief, and it is starring Brian Tyree Henry. Everybody knows from Atlanta, and Wagner Maury, who played. What was it? What was the name of that movie? I can't think of the name of the series right now. The narcotic series, you know what I'm talking about. What is the name of it? Like the Mexican cartel? Narcs. Yeah. And he was really, he played well in that. Anyway, they're 2 lifelong friends, and they had this wild scheme where they want to make some quick cash, and they're both recovering addicts. And they decided they want to pose as DEA agents, and they start robbing drug dealers in their hometown of Philly. But obviously there are some holes in this plan, and things get out of hand, and someone winds up dead, and they also wind up being some drug dealers, some really high rolling drug dealers are after them because they stole their money.
Right. Yeah.
So far, I'm not really a fan of it. I'm going to give it, a couple more episodes and see.
Right.
Because they're both really good actors.
Right.
But it just seems kind of sad already. Like, it doesn't seem like it has anywhere to go but down, down, down. What are your thoughts, Mom?
My thoughts are Paperboy is in it, and he's pretty interesting. Okay, a lot of people know him as Paperboy. I do. That's how I, refer to him. So he's a good actor. That part is true. What I've seen of it so far, I do not like at all.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't like the way it is visually.
Yeah.
Okay, can't stand it. Too slimy, filthy, grungy. Broken down, dilapidated, depressing, despair, all that.
Right.
Okay? I don't like pictures like that.
Right.
However, in most pictures like that, you already started at the bottom, so you're going to move on up a bit. You started
you
here.
Hope.
Well, that's the hope, yes. That's what we want to see, and that's why we stay with it, because we're like, oh my goodness, this has got to get better. However, as you just said, daughter, I don't know.
Right.
What I am anticipating, I will watch it again because it just was the first episode. Okay, I will watch it again. What I am hoping happens is that there's so much excitement. It's gonna, in some kind of way, probably sad, I would imagine, because there's already been sadness.
Yeah.
Because there's loss of life, but there's loss of life among people who maybe dedicated their lives to doing seriously illegal things. So it might have ended up that way anyhow.
Yeah.
So they weren't necessarily sympathetic characters that we've seen get killed.
Right.
Okay, or get shot or whatever.
Right.
I don't think so. I think we've only seen... Well,
No. I'm just trying to figure out, because
Yeah.
We know that there is a real DEA agent there that was shot.
I don't know whatever happened
that other
with that
person
Yeah.
was,
yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
She was
The
on the
woman.
cover,
The
yeah.
woman. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. You're right about that. Well...
So I don't know if that was her partner.
Right.
That was killed.
Or what. Right. Okay.
So...
Okay.
Which makes things worse.
Which is really bad. Okay. So that
But they
been
didn't
said.
do it.
No, but they were just in the mix.
Yeah.
Right. I understand that was something that is could be a part of the job. However, it's a sad part and a part that we'd like to see prevented.
Right.
We don't want to see that. So that part is also very sad.
Right.
Okay. The most I'm hoping for out of this picture is that there's some excitement going on as they try to escape the criminals that are coming after them for the money and the drugs.
Right.
I don't see anything else that can happen that can hold your attention with this picture, because you know that they are murderers, you know that they are thieves, you know that other even bigger murderers and thieves are chasing them.
Right.
You know they're in trouble with the DEA at some point for real, for impersonating DEA agents, and because at least at minimum a DEA agent has been wounded, like you said, Pay. So how happy can this ending really be?
Right, there's that part. The only thing, well, not the only thing, but something that I'm thinking of as we're talking, is if they cut a deal and help out the DEA agents, so that they can get a lesser sentence. That would be. That's the happiest. The happiest is that they don't do as much time in jail.
Right. Okay. The worst possible scenario is that they're killed.
Right.
The happiest scenario is that they're going to jail somewhere.
Yeah, they're gonna have to pay.
And
then I'm sure they're violating their parole.
Every other thing.
Stuff.
So we already know that.
Yeah.
So we already know that. It's not like they are not serious criminals and just got involved in an accident and it can be justified or excused. It's not like that. They're straight up thuggy criminals doing stuff.
Right.
So okay.
All right, but we're gonna, give it a couple more episodes at least and see what happens,
and see how creative the writers can be.
Yeah, because they are really good actors.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Okay, Ma, we have to talk about this show. Severance, the season finale. So it's only been 2 seasons. It seems like it's been at least 5, I guess, because they had that 3-year gap. So this episode the finale starts off with Mark, aka Adam Scott, and he is having a debate with himself via an old video camera, and it just is his innie and the outie, and the conversation really shapes the entire episode, because he's grappling with saving his wife. The innie has no type of emotional connection with his outie's wife. Gemma, as we say, Gemma or Gemma? Gemma. I always say Gemma, but Gemma.
Yeah.
While his innie is in love with Helly. And the outie can't stand the outie Helena or whatever her name is, because she's evil.
Right.
Her whole family is. And so that is really what kind of shapes this entire episode. There's little things here and there. We see Dylan come back because Dylan's outie doesn't want him to actually quit.
Right. Because Dylan's outie feels that Dylan's innie is sort of like a better, more confident person than the outie.
Right.
The outie is kind of like a dud a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
And Milchek, I really like Milchek's character. I don't like him, but I find his character really interesting, and I like the role.
Very compelling character. Yeah. This is a good look for the actor.
I think he should be. I think he should be nominated for an Emmy.
I mean, they are running him ragged, and he is playing the part so well.
And we're starting to see a lot of microaggressions when he's dealing with his bosses, his superiors, and they're hilarious.
Microaggressions from him.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, they're terribly oppressive.
Yes. And this whole episode, when he was trying to celebrate Mark's completion of Coal Harbor, like, it was funny, it was creepy.
Yeah.
It was weird.
It was just odd. It was odd and entertaining.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And so we had a marching band.
And Milchek was dancing up a storm. Yeah.
But everything kind of goes back to the ending.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on with next season? What the hell happened?
We got a huge. He seems to have made a decision, but somehow it still is a cliffhanger.
Yeah. What happens to Gemma? Is she going to survive? What happens to Mark and Helly?
Right. What happens to them?
Go further in that world.
How are they going to live? How are they going to exist?
Right.
Because they only exist in an innie world. Right. They really don't exist as outies.
Right.
As a couple. You know.
And I don't think they even realize.
Well.
You know.
And then what?
And wait a minute,
the integration.
Really,
what about the integration?
The reintegration, right? And wait a minute, Ma. And is that really Helly at the end? Do we know if that was her?
Cliffhanger. We know he responded to a person who physically looked like Helly, but
right. Okay. So what do you give season 2 of Severance? What is your rating?
Oh, I'm definitely giving it an A. It gets an A from me. And the A, no, I'm sorry for those who know that A equates to top shelf.
Okay.
I'm definitely giving it a top shelf.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm going back to school with the A's and the B's, right? Top shelf, absolutely. I'm going to give it a top shelf 8.5.
Okay.
Because good writing. You know, we understand it's cuckoo. We understand it's quirky. We know we got that. That's what it's supposed to be, and that's what it is. Oh, and I love I don't know if I'm telling too much. I just love the whole episode with the little baby. What was it? A little lamb.
The little lamb.
Yeah. I love
and
that.
Shout out to
Emile was the baby lamb's name.
Yeah.
The baby lamb was actually a pet. And her pet she loved.
And shout out to, what's her name? Brienne
big girl.
From what was from the Game of Thrones. Yes. Shout out to her.
Yeah.
You know.
And she threw down.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that part of it.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a top shelf 9. I enjoyed this season better than the first season.
Okay.
So just guys check it out. Be patient with it. But this season, I thought top shelf. Okay, let's get into something since it is Women's National History Month. Going more into the pop culture.
Okay.
Billboard has released its ranking for the top 100 female artists of the 21st century. So that's over the past 25 years. We're not going to start off at number 100. We'll just go from 25 on. Okay, and I just want you to, I'll do 30.
So you want me to do agree, disagree?
Yes.
That kind of thing? Okay.
Yes. Now, I think that when they say Billboard, I'm guessing that this also has to do with sales too, and just kind of,
okay.
But let's see.
Whatever the criteria is, we'll just agree or disagree, right?
Number 30, yes.
I thought you were starting at 25.
Well, I said, yeah.
Number 30. Okay.
Selena Gomez.
Agree.
Number 29, Ashanti.
I'm happy she's on the list.
Ashanti,
writer. She's a writer.
Well, yeah, she had a lot of hits for, over
other people.
A span of maybe, let's say, 7-8 years,
okay.
Right?
Yeah, okay, so good. Okay, good for Ashanti.
All right, number 28 is Fergie. Mainly with
Black Eyed Peas. Yeah, okay, good.
I can see that.
Okay.
Number 27, Cardi B.
Oh, go Cardi. Okay, good.
I don't feel like Cardi's had a whole lot of songs though, but I guess
whatever. Whatever.
Okay.
Good for Cardi.
Number 26, Keisha.
I don't know Keisha that well,
remember
but
she did TikTok?
Yeah, okay.
And Timber, she's in that song with Pitbull.
Okay, good. Go ahead.
I think she's up too high.
No, I think she's up too high too. She needs to be to 30. Selena Gomez is 30 and Keisha is higher.
Well, Selena Gomez, started off as an actor.
Yeah. Okay.
And okay.
And Keisha started off as what? A dishwasher. Okay.
I just think that Selena Gomez is a lot more popular.
Hello.
Okay. Number 25 is Dua Lipa.
Good.
You know that levitating song? Okay. Number 12.
I don't think they got their numbers twisted, but go ahead.
Number 24, Doja Cat.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I like Doja. I like her singing.
Yeah.
Sometimes Doja's a little bit too silly, but I like her singing.
Number 23, Mary J. Blige.
Oh, Mary's down too low. Are they crazy? That's my girl. Yes.
Well, all right. Number 22, J-Lo.
The J-Lo's all right. J-Lo, she hustles. Yeah. J-Lo, J-Lo knows how to get loud.
Okay. Right. Number 21, Olivia Rodrigo. Now, she just came on the scene. I don't know how did that happen?
I'm not really sure where they go.
Maybe she had a bunch of hits that we don't know about.
I'm thinking that, she may deserve to be on the list. I think she's just up a little bit too high. They're putting her up above icons, and that's bull crap.
Hey,
I'm not going with the placement.
I'm wondering if this is the sales. It just seems strange, right?
Yeah. All right,
it says based on their performances on Billboard 200 and Hot 100 charts over the past 25 years.
Yeah, okay.
Something seems off.
I'm not agreeing with the placement. I don't care what they're basing it on.
Number 20, Christina Aguilera.
Yeah, well, sure. She's an icon. She belongs on there. That's good.
Number 19, Avril Lavigne.
Oh, okay. Avril Lavigne's been out for a minute.
She has.
Yeah.
Number 18, SZA.
Yes.
SZA isn't as young as I
didn't think I didn't think she was that young.
Yeah, no,
She's not with Doja. She's older than Doja.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. But SZA for creativity too and uniqueness.
I like SZA.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on, we have number 17, Destiny's Child.
They belong on there. Yeah. Okay.
Number 16, Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, Nicki's been out there. Yeah, Nicki, she has had her impact on the culture.
Now, we got at number 15, you may not agree with this, but they have gotten really popular over the past, let me say 5 years. Billie Eilish.
Oh, Billie Eilish is all right.
Okay.
Yeah, she's in her uniqueness. I appreciate her and her brother.
Number 14, Britney Spears.
Oh, well, Brittany, she's been there for, 30 years. She's been up there most of her life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 13, Carrie Underwood.
Carrie Underwood can sing. Carrie Underwood sings her country
I
stuff.
don't know if I particularly like her personality.
I don't know that she should be up that high, but, she belongs on the list probably.
Number 12 is Mariah Carey.
Please, number 12.
Well, Mariah had a lot of stuff in the 20th century.
Okay,
So
okay.
that's
I got
probably
it. Okay.
Number 11, Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, I love Kelly. Yeah, put Kelly up there too. That's good.
All right.
I agree with that.
I gotta take my last shot for the top 10.
Oh, wait. Let me take my last.
You ready?
Hold on.
Okay.
Ready when you are. Boy, how do you have so much left and I don't?
I don't know.
You sure you didn't refresh yours?
I did not. Okay. Number 10, Alicia Keys.
Mm-hmm.
What you think about that?
I don't know about her number, but good for Alicia. She definitely belongs on there for sure.
Well, that's high.
I don't think she should be higher than some of those other ones, but fine. But we're good.
Number 9, Miley Cyrus. I think she should be. I think that Alicia could be higher than Miley Cyrus.
Me too. And Mary J. Blige too, and quite a few of them. But go ahead.
Number 8, Ariana Grande.
Ariana should be up there, definitely. Yeah.
Number 7.
And number 8 is not too high for her.
No, it's not.
Not even.
Because she's been around for a minute too.
Yeah.
Number 7, Pink.
Pink, I like her work ethic. I don't
Yeah.
know too much else about her politics or whatever. I don't know about
Pink
all
is
that.
good.
Okay, but I definitely like her work ethic. Yes.
Yeah.
And Pink is the hellified talented.
Oh, for sure. Number 6, Lady Gaga.
Well, Gaga, she belong up there just for being damn Gaga. Because really, Gaga can really do everything.
She can sing, dance,
Yeah,
act.
she really can, yeah.
Number 5, Katy Perry. Now, I've forgotten about that.
Now, Katy Perry does not belong above Gaga and Pink and all of them. No.
Well, remember she had those big
I
pop
know
hits?
those like a holiday and whatever the hell she was singing.
Teenage Dream.
Yeah, I've seen all that, but she's not
California.
above them to me.
Okay.
No. She belongs on the list for
But
making
lower?
feel good stuff. Yeah. And even throwback kind of music, some of hers was. But she does not belong that high, in my opinion.
Well, number 4, Adele.
Oh, Adele belongs up there. Just for having such,
Too high or too
emotional.
low?
She is either where she should be or too high. She's not too low. Oh, hell no.
Okay. Well, here we go with number 3, Beyonce.
Beyonce should definitely be up there. I don't know who's ahead of her, but she should be up there. Okay, come on.
Number 2, Rihanna.
I got hers with sales,
Number 1, Taylor Swift.
Well,
Are we
know that.
surprised?
No.
Okay.
1, 2, and 3. That's about right.
That was in the order.
I think
I
that's
put that
about
Beyonce, but then remember Beyonce's on there twice.
Yeah.
She's on there with Destiny's Child
And
and
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
No, I'm good with that.
And Rihanna hasn't even recorded anything in like 10 years.
Well, I'm still good with that because Rihanna is a mother and a businesswoman and all this here shit now, but she wasn't for a long time.
Right. Right.
Beyonce been married and kids for a long time.
Right.
So her whole worldview is different.
Right.
So.
All right. Okay, so I need you to tell me 3 things that made you smile.
I'm gonna give you 4: the sun, the stars, the moon, family.
All right. I'm gonna go with family. I'm gonna go with friends and sports.
Okay, wonderful.
All right. Ma, is there anything that you want to say before we go?
Everybody take care of yourself. Please let your voices be heard. If you love our country and you wanted to go in whatever direction you wanted to go in, let your voices be heard.
Okay, I agree with everything you said, Ma. Thank you guys, as always, for continuing to support the Bamgboshe Happy Hour. We'll be back again on Thursday with a brand new episode. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, All Things Peju, home of the Bamgboshe Happy Hour. We'll let you know, guys, again, when we're going to cover a reality show. Other than that, we appreciate you. Be safe, and see you soon. Bye. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and check out full episodes of the Bamgboshe Happy Hour podcast, streaming on most platforms.